Demand is a simple concept, yet it holds immense power in shaping our world. It is about how much people want something, and this desire drives many aspects of our daily lives. In economics, demand is central. It is the foundation upon which markets operate and thrive. It helps us understand how markets work, how prices are set, and how resources are allocated. Demand is about more than just wanting something. It's about the willingness and ability to pay for it. This means that demand is not just a desire, but a financial commitment to obtain a good or service. For example, we might all want a new car. However, only those who are willing and able to pay for one create actual demand in the car market. This distinction is crucial because it separates mere wishes from economic realities. The study of demand helps us understand why prices change, why some products succeed while others fail. It also helps us predict how people might react to those changes. This knowledge is powerful and can be used to make informed decisions. Businesses use demand to set prices and make strategic decisions about production and marketing. Governments use it to understand and influence the economy, crafting policies that can stimulate growth or control inflation. The law of demand describes a key relationship in economics, one that is fundamental to understanding how markets operate. It shows how the price of something and the quantity demanded are linked. Essentially, it explains consumer behavior in response to price changes. This law states that, in general, as the price of a good or service increases, the quantity demanded decreases. This is because higher prices can deter consumers from making a purchase. Conversely, as the price falls, the quantity demanded usually rises. Lower prices make goods and services more accessible to a larger number of people. Think about it. If your favorite brand of coffee doubled in price, you'd likely buy less of it. This is a practical example of the law of demand in action. You might switch to a cheaper brand or brew your own coffee at home. This substitution effect is a direct consequence of the law of demand. This inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded is a cornerstone of economics. It helps businesses and policymakers make informed decisions. This graph illustrates the law of demand. The downward sloping line represents the demand curve, which visually depicts this relationship. The downward sloping line is the demand curve. It shows that as prices decrease, the quantity demanded increases, and vice versa. Understanding this relationship is crucial for anyone studying economics as it forms the basis for more complex theories and models. Let's look at a real-world example. Imagine a hot summer day. People are craving ice cream. If an ice cream cone costs £1, people might buy 100 cones in an hour. But if the price jumps to £3, that number might drop to 50 cones. This example demonstrates the law of demand. As the price of the ice cream increases, the quantity demanded decreases. People are less willing to buy ice cream at the higher price. The law of demand makes intuitive sense. When something becomes more expensive, we tend to look for alternatives or buy less of it. This behavior is a fundamental driver of market dynamics. Section 4. Beyond price factors influencing demand. In this section, we will explore the various elements that can cause shifts in demand, beyond just the price of the goods or services. Price is not the only factor influencing demand. There are several other key factors that can cause the entire demand curve to shift either to the right or to the left. Other things can cause the entire demand curve to shift. These factors include changes in income, tastes and preferences, and expectations about the future. Income. When people earn more, they can buy more. This increase in purchasing power shifts the demand curve for many goods to the right, meaning people want to buy more at each price level. Conversely, if incomes fall, the demand curve shifts to the left, indicating that people will buy less at each price level. This is a crucial concept in understanding market dynamics. Tastes and preferences. Trends and fashions change what people want to buy. If a product becomes trendy, demand for it rises significantly. On the other hand, if a product falls out of favor, demand for it falls. This is why companies often invest heavily in marketing to influence consumer preferences. If it falls out of favor, demand falls. This is why understanding consumer behavior is so important for businesses. Expectations. What people expect to happen in the future can influence their buying decisions today. For example, if people expect prices to rise, they might buy more now to avoid higher costs later. Conversely, if they expect prices to fall, they might delay their purchases. Understanding these factors can help businesses and policymakers make better decisions. Section 5. Shifting demand. Visualizing the changes. This graph shows how demand can shift. The original demand curve is D1. When a factor like income increases, the entire curve shifts to the right, becoming D2. This means that at any given price, the quantity demanded is higher. Conversely, factors like a decrease in income or a change in taste that makes a product less desirable can shift the demand curve to the left. This indicates a decrease in demand. Understanding these shifts is crucial for businesses and policymakers alike. Section 6. Demand in the real world. Practical implications. The theory of demand has significant real-world implications. Businesses use it to understand consumer behavior. They can then set prices and develop marketing strategies. Governments use the theory of demand to analyze market trends and design economic policies. For example, understanding how changes in taxes might affect the demand for certain goods is essential for effective policymaking. The theory of demand provides a framework for understanding and predicting how consumers respond to changes in the economic environment. Section 7. Conclusion: Demand's enduring influence. Demand is a powerful force. It shapes our economies and our daily lives. Understanding the law of demand and the factors that shift the demand curve is essential for businesses, policymakers, and anyone seeking to navigate the complexities of the market. By grasping these concepts, we gain valuable insights into how prices are determined and how resources are allocated in society. The theory of demand, though seemingly simple, underpins much of our understanding of how the world works.